Welcome back, hyenas. I have a question for you. How much money would you pay to be able to hang out with your favorite internet celebrity for like an hour and play video games? It could be PewDiePie, it could be Faker. How much would you pay? $6? $7? $8? How about $500,000? CDogVA is a Japan-based YouTuber and streamer who makes content going over Japan bars, arcades, claw machines, streams games from beginning to end, and I'm not just glazing him because he follows me back on Twitter. Every year, Connor hosts a charity auction on his Twitch stream, where he auctions off trinkets, pieces of YouTuber merch, and in this case, some scenarios and exclusive experiences that you can partake in with all the proceeds going to charity, which is Poggers. Connor decided that this year there would be a few pieces of the auction that would go live before the actual event so people could sort of pre-bid on things in an effort to sort of hype up some of the bigger things that are being auctioned off. Some of which include a piece of pagoda art that was drawn by PewDiePie himself, a Miyazaki signed Elden Ring poster, which is pretty crazy to think about. I don't even know how the dude got his hands on something like that. But the biggest piece of news is a gaming session with Pokimane herself, which began to go viral because within 5 hours of him announcing that this was something to be auctioned off on his Twitter, the bids rose to $500,000 and had multiple different people bidding that amount. Seemingly, it was the cap that the website allowed. Who knows how high that number actually could have gone? Pokimane, to my knowledge, is not somebody who is very well known for taking tremendous amounts of money in order to spend exclusive time with her. She doesn't do people's birthday parties. She doesn't show up to events that she gets paid for. It isn't really in her wheelhouse of things that people are like, oh yeah, she's got a price tag. So with this being one of the rare occasions where there actually is an amount of money that you could pay to have an exclusive gaming session with her, it wasn't unbelievable to think that that number could be as astronomically high as $500,000. And taking a look at the auction page while that number was up there, you could see some pretty wealthy people bidding on this auction, such as FaZe Banks, Aiden Ross, Mark Cuban. Everybody was under the impression that this was a legitimate bid, and to be honest, why wouldn't you? There wasn't any reason to believe that people wouldn't shell out that kind of money for their favorite content creator, especially knowing that all that money was going to charity rather than her pockets. It seemed like a winning scenario. Personally speaking, I think it's underpriced. I mean, if you're broke, just say that. Pokimane should have started at $500K. Obviously, with the bids topping out at $500,000, people drew comparisons to the age-old meme of $500K or dinner with Jay-Z, which is actually a much older philosophical question of, if there was $1 million on a table and a book that taught you how to make $1 million, which would you take? The correct answer obviously being the book that would teach you to make $1 million, because then you can make $1 million as many times as you want. Unfortunately, the meme about getting that same sort of knowledge from Jay-Z versus taking $500,000, I feel like Jay-Z would slap you across the face over the dinner table and go, you know what you should have done, son? You should have taken the money. Or whatever Jay-Z sounds like. Unfortunately, for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and what seems to be an issue with them doing these pre-bids for the first time, these bids were fake. From what I could gather, it allowed you to just put in whatever amount of money that you want to by simply making an account, and because it was a pre-bid and it didn't allow you to actually pay that money forward until you won, or whatever the scenario is, I'm speculating, those bids were fake and have since been expunged from the website. That being said, the real bids, seemingly real bids that are on the website at the moment, still go up to $30,000, and again, the auction hasn't even happened yet. While it isn't $500,000, it is still by far the highest bid item on the pre-bid auction site, and it's still $30,000 for charity, which is, I can't say poggers again, what should I say? Poggers. The actual auction will be taking place live on CDog's Twitch account this Friday, July 19th, so be sure to check it out. I'll have it linked in the description if you guys want to see some of the other things that are being auctioned off, or just want to support a bunch of creators coming together to raise money for a good cause. I feel like this is a thing that everybody should be talking about. On July 15th, ahead of the Home Run Derby in Texas, musician Ingrid Andress performed the Star-Spangled Banner as is customary before games like football games and baseball games. However, this one was bad.
And the the flag was still there.
Now, I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about live vocal performances. It's not like I can sing. Plus, I'm one of those people who exclusively listens to video game soundtracks as their music, so my opinion is invalid. That being said, I feel like this was bad. Arguably, the internet agrees with me. They seem to think this is the worst performance of the Star-Spangled Banner since Fergie's performance at the NBA All-Stars game.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that...
Ingrid would post an apology to her Twitter, stating, "I'm not gonna BS you guys, I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help that I need. That was not me last night. I apologize. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's super fun." And while I'm excited to see her vlog series going through rehab for getting drunk and singing, I think she should be arrested. Who that is a human doesn't sound better singing when they're drunk? If you put 2 bottles of soju into me, I turn into Bollywood singers, bro. I'm the best. Transition. There is a clip that has been going viral over the last couple of weeks that seems to be a skincare company on Instagram, an office full of young women that are doing a bit of a TikTok trend, showing off their most interesting characteristics, and the internet hates it.
Gen Z boss in a mini, Gen Z boss in a mini, itty bitty titties in a bob, itty bitty titties in a bob, 5'3" in an attitude, 5'3" in an attitude, secret product in a trench, secret product in a trench, new friend green and a sneaky link, new friend green and a sneaky link, fake 10 hands in a hoop, fake 10 hands in a hoop.
This trend of rhythmically showing off a piece of your outfit and your hairstyle or your shoes or something was originally posted to TikTok under the moniker of boots and a slick back bun, which is effectively the same thing but just didn't get billions of views.
Boots and slick back bun, boots and slick back bun, cowboy boots in the blowy, cowboy boots in the blowy, Sam's in a little red bag, Sam's in a little red bag, hey!
6'3" and an 8-inch dick. 6'3" and an 8-inch dick. I love this trend. Obviously, because of the cringe factor and its virality, this became prime rage bait for anybody looking to dunk on young women who seemingly just goof around in the office instead of doing actual work. No wonder they're paid less, says Twitter, as if you're gonna post a viral clip of you typing out an email or something. Not to be one-upped by the people hating on their swagger, these girls would make a follow-up version using the hate comments that they got under the original viral post.
Jennifer Haygap, bring it back, Jennifer Haygap, bring it back, it's giving millennial core, it's giving millennial core, women should go back to the kitchen, women should go back to the kitchen, try not to cringe impossible, try not to cringe impossible, make it stop, hate this, make it stop, hate this, buy them on a hoop, buy them on a hoop.
Okay, ladies, you passed the first test. You had a clip go viral and be met with a tremendous amount of hate and cringe online, and you take that and turn it into more content? Impressive! I'm happy to see that people are finally starting to learn how to take virality and not turn it into something that results in you going to therapy. Once you learn to harness the power of memes, the internet is your oyster. I mean, I don't think it's gonna result in any more sales of your skincare product, because I feel like most people don't even know that that's what you guys do, but still. Just last week, popular Madden streamer Sketch would have it revealed that he had a past in which he made gay OnlyFans content, much to everybody's surprise. Sketch is somebody who has had interviews talking about finding God and getting out of dark places and being very happy that he's in the successful streaming situation that he's in, not alluding to anything to do with his past, so it seemed like this was something he would have rather kept buried. However, sometime last week, it was revealed that people had found videos and even his not safe for work Reddit account in which he posted gay amateur pornography, much to Sketch's dismay. It was revealed that when Sketch learned that this part of his past had become public knowledge, he immediately left the house and went to the airport for whatever reason, before being reached out to by FaZe Banks, who let him know, "Hey bro, it's all good. Nobody hates you for this. We're still your friend. Come back. It's fine." Which, according to Sketch himself, evidently might have saved his life, because once it was revealed that people knew about his past, he was ready to not make it to the next day.
My original plan was, there's two things. One, either be delusional and think it's never gonna come out, or two, what's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Which I have to say kind of warms my heart, because between FaZe Clan and the people that Sketch streams with, you would imagine that these are Call of Duty era hyper-competitive gamers who might not necessarily take super nicely to that, but no, pretty much every single streamer that was around Sketch's friend circle came out and said, hey, we don't care, Sketch is a good dude. Jinxie was crying about it for some reason, I still don't really understand that, but whatever, go off Junko. Sketch would return to streaming later that week to address the situation in the goofiest way possible.
So 2 years ago, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly. Cat's out of the bag.
That's all the memes I got for today. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to catch my videos coming out every single day. Big shout out to the patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the show, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Easy.
不好意思，我知道。